Hello, my friends. I'm Maeve. We are going to do a very quick twisting practice. So have a seat, sit tall, broaden across your chest, let your hands rest on your thighs. You can sit however you want. A few breaths here just to lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, ground a little deeper. Keep the length and draw in. Inhale. And exhale. Keep that going. If it's helpful, maybe put a count to your breathing. I like a 6 in, 6 out. And I want to tell you that your breathing is very, very helpful in twisting. Sometimes we feel like we kind of lose the breath in the twist when we go a little too deep. So I want you to watch that. It's really important. Sit up a little taller. Take your left hand over to your right leg. Your right hand can come behind, and we're just taking a gentle little twist here. So we'll start the process of getting our body to go into some deeper twists, but allowing for the ease here right now. So the way the breath helps to feed the twist is on the inhale, we lengthen. On the exhale, we soften and we let the twist develop. We don't force it. We inhale, we get a little taller. And we exhale, we soften, and maybe we feel that we deepen just a little bit more on each exhale. Now, it doesn't have to be a visual deepening. It can just be energetic, subtle sensation. And the more in tune we are with those subtle sensations, the less we have the tendency to just like ram our body into positions it doesn't really want to be. One more inhale. Release with your exhale back to center. So good. Inhale, take both arms up. Sit as tall as you can. Keep the breath steady. Keep all this space. Let's go right into the other side. So right hand over to left leg and then gently twisting around. So I'm going to talk about things that help the twist here. I have a small chest, and I just had to kind of adjust my arm on said small chest. If you have a larger chest, you might need to kind of adjust your chest with your arm to have space. This is real. Go for it. You've been granted permission. Don't suffer there. And then we go back to that same inhale to lengthen. Exhale, soften, and go deeper. Last inhale. Soften back to center. Inhale, reach both arms up. Take up the space that you just created. One more inhale. And release, exhale. Really, really nice. Come onto your hands and your knees, please. You're going to take your right hand, bring it behind your head. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, elbow comes toward opposite wrist. Inhale and exhale. Press your feet down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open up, reach up. Take this right arm, thread it through this left side, and then reach it as far across as you can. I'm hitting a wall, so I'm going to move over a little bit. And you're getting a nice little rotation here.
If you want, take your left arm overhead, pull your hips back equally. And your breath is soft and steady. Bring your left hand back in if you extended it. Come back up. Pause. We're going to shift forward, lower to your belly. Right elbow reaches directly out to the side. So my arm is bent at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to place my right forearm, hand, elbow onto the ground. I'm going to look to the left, and I'm going to roll gently to my right side. And then I'm going to bring my left foot onto the ground behind my right leg. Now, I am not passively here. I will say this every single time we do this. Actively pressing, gently, but actively pressing my right arm into the ground. One more inhale. Release to center. Curl the heart forward, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Child's pose, press back, exhale. Rise up, hands and knees, right foot steps forward. A block is super helpful here if you want a little bit more space. Left hand is on the floor or on a block. Back toes can be tucked or pointed, you decide. And retwist open. Pushing into the left hand, reaching with the right. Your breath is steady. One more inhale. And release the right hand down. Tuck your back toes. Press down to lift the back knee. Step into plank. Breath in plank. Down dog, exhale. Shift forward, knees to the ground. Perfect. Left hand behind your head. I'm just going to flip around so I can see you. Inhale, open. Exhale, come down. Inhale and exhale. Open, close. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Good. And then you're going to thread this left arm under to the right side and really reach across. If it's okay, right arm is going to reach overhead. You're pushing your shoulder, you're pushing your outer arm into the floor here. Hips pull back equally. So this is a twist. Even though it's pretty subtle, you're getting a nice little twist here. You're turning your shoulders under, your hips are staying where they are. Last inhale. You'll bring your right hand back in if you extended it. Push down. Bring your hands forward. Good. Let's lower down and Bhujangasana again. Inhale. Child's pose. Exhale. Come forward to hands and knees. You're going to take your belly again. Left elbow reaches out to the side. Roll onto that left side. Look to your right. Right foot comes behind. Left arm is firmly in the floor. Right hand is supporting. You're twisting open.
Last inhale. Come into center.
Pause here. Let's take another cobra. Curl the heart. And then pressing back, child's pose. Left foot forward. Right hand floor or block. And we gently twist open here. As you're here, your right hip is engaging a bit. You're sinking into this left hip. The back leg is pressing down. So especially if you feel any pressure in the bottom knee, the more you press into your foot of that leg, so our right leg, our right foot, it's going to take pressure off the knee. Another inhale. Release your hand down, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, step into plank. Breath in, down dog, exhale. Walk your feet to your hands. Lengthen halfway with your inhale. Fold with your exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. It's crazy hair on mine. And hands to your heart, exhale. Beautiful. All right. Blocks, really helpful. Right foot is forward. Left foot's going to step back. And so I've got blocks on either side of my foot. This way I can cue you for whichever block is better for you. Take a second. Step your left foot enough to the left that you feel like you can pull the right hip gently up and back, and then firm the back foot onto the floor. Right hand is going to stay at your right hip. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, hinge from this hip. So keep the spine long, draw back. Left hand comes down to either block. So if you want it to be a little less intense, the block is on the left side of your right foot. If you want it to be a little bit deeper, the block is on the right side of your right foot. One is not better than the other. It's what's better for you. Turn your chest to the right. Now your left hip is going to want to come with you. And it's fine. You don't have to be rigid in your hips, but you're not trying to drop the left hip down and lift the right hip up. You're trying to lift both hips up gently. And then we're turning, turning, turning. This is perfect. Hand can stay here if you want. Reach this right arm back and then take it up to the sky. Revolved triangle. One more inhale. Release your hand down, and then just melt your spine over this right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Step your left foot toward the top of the mat. Come up halfway. Melt back down, exhale. Rise all the way up, inhale. Draw your hands to your heart, exhale. Pause, just feel what you feel here. And we'll step the right foot back. My preference is that the feet are a little bit wide. So rather than tight roping your feet, give them some distance side to side. Left hand's going to come to your left hip. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, come forward. Right hand can be on. It can be out as far as you want it to be. Block, no block. I like a block in this pose. You can choose the height. Or maybe the hand comes across. You can check in with your hips without being rigid. You're not trying to drop this right hip as you twist, okay? So you're trying as best you can to keep some sense of balance in the pelvis.
I'm going to say this again, without being rigid. You got to have a little play in the hips. So let the hips, if they need to, they move, right? And then we turn, we turn, and we turn. And keep your your left hand at your left hip, or reach it back and maybe take it up. I think that sometimes we think the twist is coming from the arm. It is not. It is coming from your spine. And then the arm is like this beautiful little further extension of it, but it's not creating the twist, which is why I have you start with your hand on your hip to get a sense of being in the twist and then adding the arm in. And that gives you a little more direction and guidance as to that lifting element. Release down, and then melt over this front leg.
Inhale, lengthen, soften the front knees, step your feet together. Inhale halfway, bow down, exhale. Bend your knees, and then make your way all the way down onto your back, however you want to get there. I'm going to keep my blocks. Draw your knees into your chest. Extend your right leg out. I'm going to have my block, or one of my blocks, over on the right side. If you have two, great. If not, you're going to be switching the block, no big deal. Actually, before we do that, put your right foot flat on the floor. Pick your hips gently up. Shift the right hip over. And then we're going to bring the left knee across, and it's going to rest on the block. And you're reaching your left arm to the left side. So rather than just falling into this twist, a little bit of support, and maybe you need it a little higher, maybe you need it a little lower. I like the middle. I'm like Goldilocks. It's just right here. If it feels good to you, you can look to the left. And so you continue kind of twisting open. Carefully come back through center with the head if you turned it. Bring the knee back up. Bring both feet again to the floor. Good. Push your feet down. Lift your hips a little bit over. So I like to push the right foot down, shift my left hip under my body just a smidge. And then I'm bringing my right knee over to rest on the block. So set the block up however you need it to be. And right arm out to the side. Sometimes I like the block actually under my calf because then it keeps my foot neutral, like the lower leg neutral. But you can play with that. If it feels okay, we're going to look over the right shoulder, but that's just totally secondary. Really nice. Come back to center gently. You can put the right foot down, re-neutralize the pelvis. Take a moment here. Maybe take your feet a little wider than your hips and drop your knees into each other. If that doesn't feel good, maybe the soles of the feet together. You can use your blocks to support Supta Baddha Konasana. You don't have to use them. You can just be there.
a few breaths here, coming back into a sense of symmetry and balance. If you're comfortable here, you are welcome to stay. If not, extend your legs all the way out straight. Turn your palms to the sky. And just a few moments here of still and ease and quiet. Letting this twisting practice settle into your body. Wake up your fingers and toes, your hands and your feet, wrists and ankles. Reach your arms overhead. Bend both of your knees and roll over to your right side. From your side, press down, rising up, sitting tall. Bring your hands into prayer at your heart. Bow your mind to your heart. Rise back up, gently open your eyes. Thank you for your practice.